Okay, so today we are looking at adding and subtracting polynomials. So the first few examples were just answered in your notes about, what's the degree, what's the leading term, so you can read through all that. But we'll pick it up with how to simplify when you actually have to add or subtract these polynomials. Okay, so remember, we're looking for like terms. X's go with X's, XY's go with other XY's. So we're ready to put these together. Okay. If it's a plus in the middle, if you're adding, then you don't have to worry about distributing anything. You just put your like terms together. So I can put this positive 9x with this negative 17x, and all we do is put the coefficients together. So 9 minus 17 would be a negative 8x. And then I can put the constants together. So what is a positive 8 and a positive 5? That would give me 13. Okay. And that's all there is to that one, that adding one. All right, so this next one is a subtracting one. If you are subtracting, what you have to do is take that negative and distribute it throughout there. So don't be lazy. Rewrite your first one. So it's 6x cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 11. All right, now if we distribute that negative, we'd get a negative x squared, a positive 8x, and a negative 9. Okay. Now, it says put our answers in standard form, so we need to start with the highest exponent that we see, the degree. So the highest exponent is x to the third. Do I have any more x to the thirds? No. So cross it out, put it in your answer. All right, now let's get our x squares together. So we have a positive 2x squared minus a 1x squared, which would leave me with a 1x squared. You can write the 1 or not write the 1. I like to cross through mine as I put them together, so at the end of the day I know that I grabbed everybody. All right, my x's. What's a plus 8x minus 1x would give me a positive 7x, cross through them. And then finally my constants, negative 11 minus 9 would give me a negative 20. Okay, and there's that answer. Let's do two more. All right, so this one's another add one, so I don't worry about anything. I just need to make sure I match up my like terms. All right, so these are x squared y's. And these are x squared y's, so they can go together. So 5x squared y's plus 2x squared y's gives me 7x squared y's. Now remember, you are only changing that number in front, that coefficient. You're not changing the exponents. And then I have xy and xy here. So a negative 3 and a negative 1 would give me a negative 4xy. And our last one will be another subtracting one. So I'm going to copy down very carefully this first one. 3x to the fourth y squared plus 5x cubed y minus 3y. All right, so let's take this negative and distribute it to all four of these. So we get a negative 2x to the fourth y squared, a positive 3x cubed y, a positive 4y, and a negative 6x. Okay, so I have a long string of terms I want to put together. So let's start. All right, these are x to the fourth y squares. Here are my other x to the fourth y squares. So 3 of them minus 2 of them would just give me 1 x to the fourth y squared. All right, cross them out. You would put them together. Let's go to our next two. X cubed y's. So I have those two. 5 of them plus 3 of them would give me 8 x cubed y. Okay, now look at the 3 that we have left. We have 2 y's and an x. You want to put them in alphabetical order. So I would go ahead and write this negative 6x next, okay? And then I would put my y's together. So a negative 3y and a positive 4y would give me a positive 1y. Okay. All right, there you go. Go practice your homework.